Hey, what's up guys? I just wanted to do a quick little video for you guys to talk about something that I think would make Marvel Legends so much better with almost no effort from Hasbro. And that's the way they do their joints, their elbows and knees in particular. If you look at these older figures, they had a very natural looking type of elbow joint. There weren't huge gaps, there weren't big facets, everything was kind of organic and smooth and rounded. Same thing for the knees. You can hardly tell from the front that it's even any different, but from the back it is a lot more smooth and organic looking. And I can show you that by bending them also, and this is really where it comes into play. They're not faceted to have big flat spots. They're fairly rounded around the edges. The elbows are even more noticeable on this guy. It's nice and smooth. It's nice and rounded. There's no huge flat spots. Everything stays nice and round throughout. So when you pose the figure, it looks really good still, as much as you can do anyway with a joint like this, because they're always going to be a little bit chunky. But even when they're straight, they still look really nice. Whereas on the newer figures, they do this faceting that I think is supposed to make the sculpt look better, but it doesn't. And part of that is because they always leave these big gaps. You see that gap between the red? There's a big chunk there. Same thing on the knees back here. You can see the gap very obviously. So that's not a good thing. This guy's gaps are basically non-existent in the first place, but he's also rounded out. So if you look at this, when we bend his elbow, not only does his forearm want to pop off, but you get these big flat spots. It's noticeable particularly back here. You get these big flat spots that make the joint look significantly less organic, significantly less smooth. It's really blocky and kind of mechanical looking. And then the knees are another really obvious one. Now Spider-Man's got a slender build, so it's not as bad for him. But a lot of the figures have these facets on. I mean, they all have the facets. And the bigger the knee, the fatter the leg, the worse it looks. So his isn't the worst case. I'm being generous using him. But you can still see the faceting makes it look so much less good. If you compare the knees side by side, the difference, gosh, too many things going on here. The difference is pretty noticeable, I think. It looks so much more natural and organic on the older figure, and I think that helps a lot. So it'd be nice if Hasbro could do that. They won't, probably, because it's much easier for them to design joints like this because they don't have to worry about the sculpt. They just basically take a saw to it and hack it up after they have the sculpt there. And I'm sure they're using a Boolean to just chop every figure up really quickly. But a little bit of effort goes a long way, I think, and we see that with these older Toy Biz figures.